welcome to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. Philadelphia controls the tap. Simmons to Richardson. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you?
Blocked
away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. JaVale McGee to Bradley. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. It's James. Not that time. Sixers have the basketball. JaVale McGee swats it. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. JaVale McGee to Bradley. Al Horford pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Into the front court comes Simmons. Looking to make something happen. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Bradley to James. Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
His first effort off the mark. Simmons with it. 2-point advantage to Embiid. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
From the outside, no good. Simmons into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Bradley to James. Here comes the screen. James, not that time. He missed it. Has a look. Harris's shot won't go. Oh, and a putback.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's a highlight waiting to happen.
LeBron with it up top. 8-2 our score. To Danny Green. James. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Los Angeles, they have it. Bradley to Davis. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. Picked up. Here we go. Simmons with it. 10-2 the score. To Horford. Simmons throws it up. Flushes down the slam. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Time to shuffle things up. Bradley to Danny Green. Kuzma to Davis. Anthony Davis. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here's Simmons with it up top. It's an 8-point lead. Here comes the screen. Simmons to Tobias Harris. He's looking for that touch.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Sixers control it. Nothing going here on that drive. They go down low to Simmons. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Ben Simmons. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Bradley. To Danny Green. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. From long range. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, Ben Simmons. 3 for 6 now.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Lakers at the controls right now. Bradley. Here comes the screen. take stock of the floor. Taken by the Sixers. To Simmons. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Bradley to Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back. This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Davis. Pass to Cousins, down low. Able to convert inside.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Driving is Simmons, but his shot no good.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
DeMarcus Cousins, 2 for 2. That's what you want. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy and awesome. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Simmons. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. For 3. And the Lakers clear. Cook to bring it into the front court. His team down 9. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's LeBron for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
To Simmons. Anthony Davis.
No! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Now a steal by Philly. DeMarcus Cousins, huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Screen coming. Cousins to Caldwell Pope. Oh, he had him there for a second. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To James. Chance for Cousins. Can't connect.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
They go down low to Simmons. Nice pass to get things going.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
To Simmons. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
LeBron into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. They work it down to Cousins. Kyle O'Quinn sends it away. Has a chance. And a putback slam. Long heave from three-quarters court. First quarter's complete, and a great start for the 76ers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Los Angeles has the basketball. To Kyle Kuzma. Sizing up the defense. Here comes the screen. Caldwell Pope. No good. The follow won't go either. In the front court comes Simmons. The lead is 15. Caldwell Pope down low to Cousins, and watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
They go down low to Simmons. And scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Howard. Short jumper won't go down.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Kyle O'Quinn at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Lakers ball. Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
The follow won't go either.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Right. Yo, clear out.
Bradley to Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
They go down low to Simmons. Dwight Howard sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Kuzma to the basket, but his shot stays out.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body controls everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Changes coming from both sides right now. The pass taken away by the Lakers to Bradley. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Avery Bradley, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. First free throw is good.
Shot, bro.
So he hits the first, misses the second. Simmons with it. His guys up by 15. To Tobias Harris. Finish that. Danny Green to James. To Howard. James. Oh, he hits the three. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
James. LeBron James. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
The pass set it all up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Simmons into the front court. His team leads it by 10 to Tobias Harris. Simmons trying to cash in. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
To Howard. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Simmons with it. Lead stands at 10. Deep right corner. To Simmons. Here's a chance from long range. Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. And he'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Here's Simmons with it up top. It's an 11-point game. To Horford. Richardson. Fires the 3. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Easy path to the rim.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. Turns and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. In the front court comes Simmons. His guys leading by 14. Joel Embiid. Now the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Simmons to Embiid. To Simmons. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming, shooting 75% so far tonight. And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. It's Cook with the basketball. Trailing by 15. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep left corner. Danny Green to James. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Simmons with it. His team on top by 13. To Tobias Harris. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Deep two there, won't go. Harris to Simmons. Harris to Richardson. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Has a look. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
James into the front court. Final minute, first half. Whoa, what a finish. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Joel Embiid. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's James controlling the offense. JaVale McGee to Danny Green. Off the assist.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Anthony Davis with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Rises for the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Able to convert inside. Late heave to beat the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The 76ers
will start the second half with a decent lead.
They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Lakers are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The Philadelphia 76ers
Are taking full advantage of their opportunities from beyond the arc. If they continue to shoot like this, I'm not sure anyone could catch them.
Player of the half.
Simmons.
and his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
fellas. Back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Bradley to James. Here comes the screen.
Get over.
Joel Embiid swats it. Fourth this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Simmons to Horford. Anthony Davis pins it. Ooh, 5 now.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Sixers have it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
And he buries it.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Bradley to James. To Bradley. Shot clock winding down. Here's James for 2. And he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Simmons to Tobias Harris. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Simmons to Richardson. Fires the 3, and Josh Richardson. Tough make there. Knocks it down with the defender all over him.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
I got ball.
Nothing going here on that drive. Cleans it up. Anthony Davis with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
JaVale McGee to James. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Simmons into the front court. They lead it by 14. To Richardson. Nothing going here on that drive. Richardson to Horford. Not going down for him this time.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. And he can't convert the free throw. Bradley. Anthony Davis. He's 3 for 7. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one goes down. He makes them both. LeBron James with the rock. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Simmons. From the painted area, won't go down. Across the timeline comes James. The deficit now up to a dozen. That's no good. To Simmons. Horford to Embiid. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
McGee powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Bradley. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. To Simmons. JaVale McGee.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Simmons. Doesn't get the bounce. Dwight Howard rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Los Angeles, they have it. James to Bradley. Rebound taken by the Sixers. Simmons with it. Up a dozen. And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. Now it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Nothing going here on that drive. Kuzma driving, but his shot won't go. To Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. Embiid. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. It remains Sixers basketball. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. And he hits.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Lakers at the controls right now. To James. Surveys the floor. James to Caldwell Pope. Five seconds to shoot. Caldwell Pope. Missed it. Richardson up against the 8-time All-Star. Here comes the screen. Shot won't go.
But I don't put that on the shooter, Ed. I put that on the passer. You have to put your players in the best possible position to score the ball. You know that's not a strength of his.
It's James controlling the offense. To Kyle Kuzma. Probing the defense. To James. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good. Richardson. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Kyle Kuzma, couple of free throws on the way. A career 70% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Sixers have the basketball. Raul Neto, guarded by Howard. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Jonah Bolden snatching it out of the air. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 3, Anthony Davis.
Davis. It was right there. Richardson.
Watch Cutter.
Short jumper won't go down. Cook to bring it into the front court. Down a bundle. To James. A fundamental shot right there.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
To Richardson. Down to 5 on the 24. Josh Richardson. That misses with 3 seconds left. That ends the third quarter, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. To Richardson. Driving right to the basket. Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
I got ball. I got some force. That's me. I got ball.
No good. Defense catching a break there.
One of the best kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air, crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Dwight Howard, huge block. Los Angeles has the basketball. Jumper's good.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
To Richardson. 4-3. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Bradley to James. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect. Oh, Neto, guarded by Howard. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Has a chance. Not that time.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
James to Bradley. And he'll go to the foul line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First try at the line, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Sixers control it. To Richardson. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Richardson. Defense, making the ball carrier work. Beyond the arc for three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Hey, chest up, let's go.
Bradley to Danny Green. can't connect from in close. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Harris to Embiid. Shot from the lane won't go. Bradley to Kyle Kuzma. Screen coming. Now a shot by Bradley, no good. To Horford. Simmons to Horford. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Bradley to Danny Green. To Howard. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Into the front court comes Simmons. His guys holding the big lead. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Bradley. To Danny Green. Short jumper stays out.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
That's rebounded by Philadelphia. To Simmons. And stuffs it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative. Because right now, the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. There it is, Al Horford. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
New blood coming in for both sides. Bradley to James. To Howard. Shot from in close, no good.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
LeBron James tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Richardson. It's Howard, the rebound. Bradley to James. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons. That's not his range. It's no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Here's the whistle. 5 seconds. Back to the basket. Violation sends it the other way. Time for some new personnel into the game. Simmons to Embiid.
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Joel Embiid at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line. First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Bradley to James. Here comes the screen.
Screen left coming, screen left coming, screen left.
James to Bradley.
What's that back door? What's that back door?
Sixers able to clear the rebound. Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Horford to Embiid. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
It's me, I got it. What's that cutter? What's that cutter? What's the cutter? What's the cutter?
Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Old school equals high percentage.
Simmons with it, looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down off the step back.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Deep three at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The 76ers could not have been more dominant in this game. What really stood out for me is how many times they scored on second effort plays. It takes heart to keep up that kind of execution, and these guys were relentless. Check. The Lakers are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout.
And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united.
second chance points. Player of the game.
Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.